Cookie Dough 7-Eleven and Boo Rider 123 have requested that we do a granola bar.
So that's what we're going to do, and at the same time it's going to cover off those of you who want a breakfast for on the go.
Perfect.
Okay, so 2 in 1. You can do a granola bar, so it's based around oats, and beyond that lots of nuts and dried fruit and bits and pieces, okay? So that's what we're going to do.
It's very healthy. Okay?
Kind of healthy, high in sugar, but other than that quite healthy. Okay. A tin of condensed milk.
Yep.
Okay, if you can just open that one, because that's what we're going to use to bind everything together. We've got 250 grams of porridge oats here, and to that we're going to add 350 grams of bits. And at this point you can put whatever bits in you like. Okay, keep it dried fruit and or nuts, but you can use pumpkin seeds as well, work really well, or sunflower seeds. You can put in some dried mango, well, they pretty much are bird seeds, but in these they work really, really well. So we've got our almonds, our cranberries and sultanas.
It's really sweet, this.
Yeah, it's just sugars in the milk, but it's been reduced down to a really syrupy consistency, so that's fine. So pop that in there and start mixing.
All of it?
All of it. And this is how easy this recipe is, the whole tin.
We're going to height.
Got a good drizzle going on there.
Go.
Don't forget to scoop. Your arms aren't long enough, are they really? Let's be fair. You do that, I'll take it down there. I'll take that way, that way.
Shouldn't have. Go on again.
No, we need all that in there as well, so scoop all that out. Meanwhile, these pecans, I think the pecans are a little bit big, so I'm just going to cut in half. So it's very much pick and mix, this.
Wow. It's really sticky.
You think of like a flapjack, which uses mainly porridge oats and butter and syrup. This is even easier because the condensed milk takes all that hassle out of it.
It tastes just
and there's
good,
so many more bits in this than there would be in a flapjack. And nuts as well.
Yeah.
And the final bit, just a small knob of butter, and reach under you there.
Yep.
Melted, that's going to go in there. It's about 40 grams. Okay, just enough to help bind it all together. Now at this stage, you can bake it off in any container you've got. Key, make sure you've got something lining the bottom because it is sticky stuff.
I'm probably using the smallest spoon possible, that wasn't the best idea.
Do you know what, somebody commented the other day that you can't stop eating as well. That you, of all people, you nibble on everything.
I'm going to have an issue now for that.
There we go, so that's going to go into there.
That is really good already.
I tell you what, it's not far off a cereal mix really. A good sort of muesli mix.
Could you have that with a bit of yogurt?
The only thing with the porridge oats at this stage are raw, so they're not quite so good.
Oh.
They're not a problem, but they're not quite as good as once you bake them or cook them out in milk. Okay. So just going to go a nice flat clean spoon, just push it down, get it into all the corners, and then baz straight into our oven.
How long for?
175 degrees for 30 minutes, and it should go nice and golden around the edges, but it will still look pale and almost uncooked on top. It's not like a flapjack. It won't go golden, but it'll be still absolutely perfect. Now, after half an hour in the oven, they're going to come out, let them cool in the tin, tip it out, cut it up into monster slices because it's so cheap, so much cheaper than the ones you buy in the shop. Remember, we want that golden colour around the edge, but still quite pale on top.
So for Cookie Dough 7-Eleven and Boo Rider 123, that is pretty much it.
Absolutely, it's our ultimate granola bars sorted.
Beautiful.
Sweet, chewy, crunchy.
Great from the go.
Absolutely.
Loving it. Oh my god.